Hey y'all, and welcome back. This week's What's for Dinner has a little bit of everything, from the get it on the table real quick but still yummy kind of meals to some good old country cooking. We hope you enjoy. Before we get started, don't forget, either down in the comments or in a message over on Instagram, we would love to hear some of your favorite recipes so that we can give them a try and maybe even feature them in some upcoming What's for Dinner videos. All right, here we go. On this first night, it was just me and Justin. The kids had spent the night with my mom, so we were having a little at-home date night, if you will. I'm just getting my baked potatoes ready. We're going to do potatoes, salad, and steak. I baked my baked potatoes at 475 for about 35 or 40 minutes. It's really just going to depend on your potato. And then for my steaks, I'm using some Dill seasoning, salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Here they are, ready to go on the grill. We were actually going to cook these on the grill outside, but then decided to just cook them on this little grill pan / griddle that Justin got for Father's Day. It's reversible and it has come in handy. And here's our meal. It was so good. Y'all, that steak was delicious. And I just put some butter and sour cream and cheese on my potato, and I got a salad with some blue cheese dressing and lots of veggies from the garden. It honestly doesn't get any easier than this. For this next meal, we're doing the Saturnians Blackened chicken Alfredo. It's like a frozen pasta, frozen dinner. It is so incredibly good. I'm not a big fan of frozen dinners, but this I like. It's got little cubes of sauce that melt. I don't know what it is, but y'all, there's something about this. You just cook it covered for about 12 minutes, I think. I don't know, I just follow the directions on the bag, and then you uncover it for a few minutes to let it thicken up. I made some Red Lobster, Cheddar Bay biscuits to go with this. I just followed the directions on the box, but I didn't have any cheddar cheese, so I used some taco blend cheese. Y'all, nobody complained. It came out just fine. Here I am putting the biscuits onto my baking dish. And you'll see in just a minute, but what we did with this was just pull out the leftover salad from the night before, and we had the pasta, the biscuits, and the salad, and nobody complained. It was an incredibly easy dinner that everyone enjoyed. This next meal is some good old country cooking for you. I'm getting some water started for our green beans. You'll actually see I moved that over into a skillet. It was just about 4 or 5 cups of water with 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon base and some Italian seasoning. We're cooking our fresh green beans in that. They're going to cook for a while because they're fresh. I've got some potatoes going for mashed potatoes, some fresh corn on the cob that's boiling in just some salted water. And then I have floured with a little bit of salt and pepper some deer cube steak, and we're going to make cube steak and gravy. All you do is cook that meat on both sides until it's good and brown. Then you're going to pull it out, leave any grease in the skillet, add about probably 2 more tablespoons of vegetable shortening, melt that down, sprinkle in 1/4 cup of flour, stir in 3 cups of milk, some salt and pepper, and then you're just going to whisk that together until it's good and combined. Let it start boiling, and once it boils, it's going to start thickening up. That's when you want to turn it back down to low, put your meat back in, and just let it simmer for a few more minutes. Our green beans are almost done. They cook for about 35-40 minutes. For our mashed potatoes, all I did was leave a little bit of cooking liquid and then some sour cream and milk, salt and pepper. Our corn is done. It boiled for a pretty good little while with some salt, and then there is that cube steak. This meal did dirty up a few more pots and pans, but it's so worth it, and everything on this plate was homegrown. Here local, mostly from our garden or my mom's, and the kids harvested that deer last season. Everything except for the potatoes I bought at the store and the onions I bought at the store. Y'all, especially this time of year, shop local if you can. Even if you've not grown it, make sure you're checking out your farmers markets. On this next night, we are doing jerk chicken with pineapple. I cut up 2 large chicken breasts into about 1-inch cubes and put them in this plastic bag. Poured in a little less than half this bottle of Caribbean jerk marinade, and then I put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes just to let it sit. And to go with it, we're going to cook this Mediterranean inspired couscous. This is our first time trying this, and it only made enough for about 2 people, so you'll see that I actually made some rice to go with it as well, but I just followed the directions on the back of the package for this couscous. While the chicken was marinating, I went ahead and got my pineapple ready. I cut it up in about 1-inch cubes as well, just kind of kept it the same size as the chicken. And we only put about 3/4 of this pineapple into the dish and snacked on the rest of it, and that was just the right amount. I did want to tell you, I went ahead and gave the chicken a head start before I put the pineapple in. I took the chicken out of the bag. I didn't pour the extra marinade in there. I just took the chicken out, put it in a skillet with a little bit of butter, and cooked it about halfway through. Then I put my pineapple in and finished cooking the chicken all the way through. Once your chicken is done, I mixed a tablespoon of flour in with 1/4 of a cup of water, and I poured that in to thicken up that liquid. You want to do this once your chicken is cooked, because once you pour this in, it's going to thicken up and make a sauce really quick. You can see there it made a yummy sauce to go with this chicken and pineapple. Here you can see the rice cooking. The couscous is done. I've put in just some salt and pepper. The kids preferred the rice. I liked the couscous, but I will say, if you just wanted to make up some rice, this sauce that we've made in with the chicken and pineapple would be delicious served over rice. And here we have a family favorite, spiral dogs. I'm using the Great Value uncured beef franks, the bun-length hot dogs, and all you do is hold your knife at an angle and gently twist the hot dog, barely cutting into it, creating a spiral, and I'll show you in just a minute what that does when you cook it. I'm going to go ahead and get my barbecue sauce ready. We are using the Casey Masterpiece Kettle Cooked Original Barbecue Sauce. And then here you can see what it does when you cook those hot dogs. Justin's got them going on the grill for us. When you cook them, it just opens up, and right before they're done, you brush on that barbecue sauce, cook it for a couple more minutes. I don't know, y'all, but it does something magical. Serve it up with whatever toppings you like. I'm having mine with some onion and jalapeno, and we had some tater tots on the side. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out and helps get this video out for others to see. If you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting on? Hit that button before you leave, and we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.